Hi everyone! Instagram got a good sneak peek on that. Hi guys! Welcome! Today, for Wellness Wednesday, we are going to be talking about how to get a better night's sleep. So let's get started. Did we not get started?
We didn't get started. Let's just get started.
Let's not get started. I lied. Are we started? Am I live?
You're live.
Okay, so we're not doing that.
We're not doing it.
Oh, but I did so good, Danny.
It was awesome. It was good practice for next time.
Okay. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are having an amazing Valentine's Day. I know. Marie says, I need to sleep better. Who? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you need to sleep better, because that's what Ashley has her hand raised. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And look at how wonderful these decorations are. Shout out to Alex, and I think Danny helped her. But guys, how awesome is this? Oh, Lori helped? Awesome. Okay. Amanda says, hello from me and my kids. Hi, Ruth. Yeah, I'm live. Oops. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to get a better night's sleep today. And this is going to be coming from me. And my whole entire life, I have needed extra sleep. Always. I am not the kind of person that can live off of, 6, 7 hours of sleep. It just can't happen. I need like 10 is what I prefer. But if I get 8 to 9, I can function. Like I've always, my whole life, I had needed a lot of sleep. So this blog post, I loved learning some things. So the blog post is Essential Oils for Better Sleep. It can be found at planttherapy.com/blog. And again, the title is Essential Oils for Better Sleep. If you just enter sleep into the search bar, that will also pull up the blog post. And there's 5 main points that we're going to be talking about today. And most of these, well, really all of these, I've heard one time in my life or another. But these are 5 main things that can help you to get a better night's sleep. So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be breaking the conversation up into these 5 points. And if you guys have any questions, comments, whatever during these 5 points, I'll try to remember to answer any questions that you might have after each point. Danny, your wife just said, can you help me sleep better with twin babies? Danny has twins, you guys, and his wife just commented, Heidi, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to help you, although I've never had twins, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good I am. I'm going to be able to help with that. Carly says, I'm with you, Retha. The more sleep, the better. Okay, so let's do this, okay? So the first point that we want to discuss, obviously because we are an essential oil company, is aromatherapy. So how can aromatherapy help with your every night's sleep? I think that this is something that's very personal for each individual. And so I'm going to share some of my favorite ideas. I'll share a couple of the essential oils that are mentioned in the blog post, and then you guys feel free to share what works for you too. And if you have any questions about oils that might help, let us know. So for those of you who watch live videos, you know that Plant Therapy's Relax Synergy is my go-to for sleep. Right here, can they see this, Danny? They have these stuck here. It's pretty cute. So Plant Therapy's Relax Synergy is my go-to essential oil blend to help me sleep. Plant Therapy has a few. We have a couple. We have 2 plus in our Kid Safe line, and then we have like our Sleep Aid, Relax, Tranquil. We have a few different like calming, relaxing ones. And so really what works kind of depends on the individual, but Relax works best for me. And the reason I think it works best for me is because Relax was formulated to help with mental relaxation. And the number one reason I have a hard time falling asleep at night is because my mind is running 1,000,000 miles per hour. And so when I use Relax, it helps calm my mind, which then allows me to fall asleep. If my mind isn't running, I actually can fall asleep really quite fast on my own. So that's why Relax works best for me. And then Vetiver is also very mentally calming. And Vetiver is another one of my absolute favorites. As a single oil, Vetiver is my number one, and as a blend, Relax is my number one. Sweet Slumber, yeah. So for our Kid Safe line, we have our Nighty Night, which helps with overall helping your child fall asleep and stay asleep. And we have our Sweet Dreams, which is more of a mental relaxation to help calm your child's minds for those children that their mind's running a lot and so they have like vivid and kind of intense dreams. Our Sweet Dreams kind of helps relax that. And then we also just recently came out with our Sweet Slumber, and that is a lavender-free nighttime kid-safe blend. For those of our customers who lavender kind of does the opposite on, our Sweet Slumber does not contain lavender, and so it's for those customers. Ashley, any shout outs to oils that our customers like to use that you see on Instagram?
Prez T20C says vetiver is her favorite. Learning in the Rain likes Tranquil. And Busy Girl is getting Relax in the mail tomorrow.
Oh, awesome. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, because it really is my favorite. I have a lot of shout outs for a lot of the Kid Safe line on Facebook. Nighty Night, Sweet Dreams, Sweet Slumber, just all of them are really good. Are really good, and lots of shout outs. Relax. Yes. Okay, hold on. Where did it go? Okay, Michelle asked if Relax has patchouli. It does have patchouli. Let's look here. I'm pretty sure it's the third ingredient listed on Relax, patchouli. Okay, so let's see here. Oops, throwing my papers around. Okay, so some of the oils, so it talks about Relax, and it also talks about how Sleep Aid was formulated by our certified aromatherapist. And Sleep Aid is kind of either a love or a hate oil because it contains valerian. And valerian is a very strong, intense oil. So the thing about valerian, most people absolutely hate the smell of it. It's really kind of pungent. I mean, if you think vetiver is bad, valerian's like a whole new level of bad, okay? But valerian is an intensely strong sedative. Like a lot of people will say, like, don't drive if you're using valerian, like on a regular basis. I'm like, when you're using it, because it really, that's the number one thing that it's known to do. And so a lot of people, when they get our Sleep Aid, it's like love or hate, because it always works, but a lot of people hate the smell of it. So they have to figure out ways to kind of cover that up. But it absolutely works fantastic. But just be aware, it's pretty stinky because of the valerian for a lot of people who hate valerian, which is most. Let's see. Other oils that are mentioned on the blog post are lavender, mandarin, vetiver, rose absolute. They're relaxing, balancing. So it really just depends whether you need like mental relaxation, whether you need like a whole body balancing. Depends on what oil is going to work best for you. So I always recommend, start with one, give it a few days, try it in a few different ways and see what works, and then get to know different oils and find out what works best for you. Because sometimes it is kind of a hit and miss. You have to figure it out a little bit. But those are some of the oils that are most known to help for most people, to help with sleep. And then some of the ways, I like to just use like the Relax roll-on and put it on my chest or my wrists at night, so I can just, smell it. It helps me. Just the scent will immediately help me relax. You can also put it like on a cotton ball next to your bed or inside of your pillowcase. Have it going in a diffuser, either 30 minutes before bedtime and then turning off if you just need it to fall asleep, or you can have it on a setting and diffuse it all night if needed. And then obviously a relaxing, putting it in like a massage oil for a relaxing massage before bedtime, or adding it to your bath and for a nice relaxing bath. So those are some of my favorite ways and some of the most popular ways to use essential oils to help with sleep at night. And if you guys have any, what just happened? If you guys have any favorite ways, let us know what your favorite ways are too, because we'd love to hear. Oh, and that reminds me, at the end of this video, we're going to be doing a giveaway, and we're going to be giving away my 2 favorite oils, so vetiver and Relax. And so, so make sure you stay tuned for that giveaway. Okay, so the second, Eliza says a little goes a long way. That's very, very true when it comes to valerian. little goes a long, long way. So the second thing that is talked about in the blog post is to receive a better night's rest is daily exercise. And I think we've all kind of heard this. There are studies that say that those who exercise regularly sleep better. I think exercise, often allows you to like release your tension, right? You can get it all out when you're exercising, which allows you to be a little bit calmer at night. It releases a lot of different endorphins that can help with sleep, not immediately after you exercise because those endorphins usually give you a high, but then later. But there have been studies that say daily exercise does help with sleep. And so, you know, again, if you've been watching the live videos, you know that that's something that I've kind of started to incorporate. It's a new thing. I used to never exercise, and I have. And I've never really had a hard time sleeping unless my mind's running. But just overall exercise just kind of like makes my whole day just seem more like focused and in tune to the things I need to accomplish, you know, like kind of just helps my mind and body overall, so I can understand how it really can help with sleep. But you know, it can be like something like relaxing, like yoga, Pilates, something like that, or, you know, if you do more of an intense exercise, probably do that in the morning because it is releasing those endorphins that might make it hard for you to fall asleep immediately after exercising. But daily exercising definitely helps, and however you can incorporate that into your daily routine, you know, that has to be up to you. Let's see what the blog post. Yeah, so basically what I just said, nothing added. Ashley, anything about exercise on there that?
The Classen says that she does agree that exercising definitely does help. Sorry. We also had a question from Hater369. Can let it go be used for sleep?
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's the thing. It really just depends on what. So when you're looking for oils to help with sleep, whether it's a blend or a single oil, I would think to yourself, just take a minute and think to yourself, why do I have a hard time sleeping? What is it? Is it because I'm overly stressed? Is it because my mind is constantly running? Is it because maybe you have a bit of anxiety at night? Is it because, you know, whatever it might be, try to figure out what is causing you to not be able to fall asleep or to stay asleep, and then kind of cross off the oils that aren't best for that and narrow it down to the one or two that might be best for that. So that's what I would recommend, because it's not one oil fits all. There will be lots of oils that help you. One might, you know, be better than some of the other ones, but it really just depends on why you are having a hard time falling asleep. And also, you might find an oil that works really well, but you have to use it in a certain way because it has to be like right before you're going to bed. You need to be inhaling it at that time for it to be, you know, extra calming for you. So it really just depends. It's kind of like this puzzle piece that you have to put together. And then once you do, and you find people who have figured out this puzzle piece, and it has made a world of a difference to their sleep patterns and their routine at night and stuff. So, but it really is kind of this puzzle piece that you have to piece together, I think. And it's not just about oil. So some of the other things that we're going to talk about, so number 3 that we'll talk about in just a second is limiting screen time, especially at nighttime. So there's other things that can make it so you aren't sleeping as well. And you could be doing, you know, some other things that are really not good for your sleep and then trying to use essential oils, and it might not be enough. So again, it's kind of this combination. And essential oils definitely can help for those, but if you're doing a lot of other things that are interrupting your sleep, then essential oils might not be enough. So they might be able to help you fall asleep, but you might still be waking up multiple times in the night. So there's lots of kind of things that you kind of have to piece together, and hopefully the blog post and what we talk about today can give you kind of those pieces to start connecting that puzzle. Donna says, can you diffuse all night? You can. So just a couple things that I would say. I would put it on a timer. So like 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off, 30 minutes on, 60 minutes off, something like that. And make sure your bedroom door is open, or that you have enough airflow in your bedroom, because that can be quite overwhelming by the end of the night if all the doors are closed to your bedroom. So always make sure the door is open and that there's enough airflow, and then make sure it's on a timer setting. But then you can definitely diffuse all night if you need to. Let's see. Yes, Leslie, definitely a combination. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so the third one, like I said, is limiting screen time. So let's see. This is something, again, that I've heard. I'm not very good at, because my husband and I love watching TV before we go to bed. It's our thing. We both love TV. It's like kids are asleep. It's our way of calming down. We sit there and, you know, talk and have the TV on. So I'm not very good at limiting screen time, although I've heard it can, you know, make it harder for someone to sleep more soundly. So it says, let's see. So screens, you know, whether that's TV, computer, your phones, it stimulates the brain, which makes it challenging to fall asleep if you use them too close to bedtime. The light emitted from electronics promotes wakefulness and inhibits the release of your body's sleep-inducing hormone melatonin. So that doesn't sound very good. Thank goodness I usually sleep really good. Like sometimes I sleep so good that like my husband will wake up in the morning. In fact, he did this morning, was like, oh, I slept awful. And I was like, oh, you did? I slept really good. What was on? He was like, well, this child came in and woke me up at 4:40 and this child came and woke me up at, you know, 2 something. And this child, and I was like, I slept through it all. Like most of the time I'm sleeping through it all. So I've always just needed a lot of sleep and my body's known that. And I always just like, when I fall asleep, it's usually a very sound sleep. So fortunately for me, the screen time thing hasn't affected me, but I have heard it before, and I do know that it can. You know, I've seen studies and stuff where they say, you know, especially for children, to limit that, especially right before bedtime, so that they can sleep more soundly, sleep better. Donna says she loves my sleep mask. Thank you. It's not technically mine, since it was purchased specifically for this live video, but I might take it home. I've never slept with this sleep mask before, and I've always wanted to. So it's mine now. Let's see. Ashley, anything about the screen time? Any comments on that or questions? Not that I'm an expert in that, but you know, we're here to share ideas, and I'm just giving you the information, and then we share ideas from there.
Learning in the Rain says that she uses a light therapy lamp in the morning and then Relax with Tranquil at night, and it's perfect for her.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've heard of those therapy lamps. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I love Relax. I really do. I did see someone on here. They must have joined a little bit late. They said, what is good for if your mind's running a lot before bed? And that's why I use Relax, is because Relax was formulated specifically for like mental relaxation, and it's my mind that's going that prevents me from falling asleep sometimes, and so Relax works best for me. That's the best blend. And then Vetiver is a single oil, is the one that I prefer.
So I think this was in regards to you taking home the mask. Chris
Uh-oh.
says no, it's not. It's not.
Chris Jones! Everyone on the count of 3 say nobody was asking you, Chris Jones. Just kidding. For those of you that know Chris Jones, owner of Plant Therapy, right? He's my brother-in-law, so we have a lot of fun in the office. Let's see. What oil is best for anxiety before falling asleep and shift work days and nights? So our Worry-Free used to be called anti-anxiety. And so it's really good for kind of that extreme worry. So if that's what's kind of preventing you from falling asleep, you could try that. Vetiver would also be a fantastic option that you can add to Worry-Free if it's not quite enough, or you can try Vetiver on its own. But those would be probably the top 2 oils that I would recommend to start with first, is our Worry-Free and Vetiver. Okay, let's see. Marie says PT needs to have a sleep mask. She would buy in a sleep. Ooh, I love that. A sleep oil with a PT branded sleep mask. That's why we keep you guys around. You have good ideas. I like that. I love that actually. Okay, so number 4. So number 1 is the use of aromatherapy, essential oils, how that is incorporated into your nightly routine. Number 2 is daily exercise. Number 3 is limit your screen time. And number 4 is assessing your sleep place. So I've never really thought of this actually. And after reading about it, like, duh, right? Like that's what my mind said. So I have noticed though that that it's like my whole house could be a complete mess, but if my bedroom's clean and I go in there at night, it like all disappears, right? So I've never like connected that to a good night's sleep, but then I realized like I do like my bedroom to be clean even if the whole house is a mess. Like I'm able to like calm and relax in my bedroom. If my bedroom's a mess, it feels like, right, like you're just like, overly stressed. My whole house could probably be clean, and if my bedroom's a mess, I'm gonna feel stressed. So I did, but also like making sure the temperature. So that can be hard, especially if you have, if you sleep with someone else in the same room. because if you like different temperatures, you know that's sometimes hard to figure out, but that can make all of a difference. And I think everyone would agree that the temperature of your bedroom can make all the difference of whether you sleep good or not. I love it to be super cold, but to have like a lot of warm blankets that I can cuddle under. That's my preference. And then obviously your mattress, right? I am going to regret that my mattress is horribly old and horrible, just horrible. My husband and I, we've been married for almost 12 years, and for probably 10 years we've talked about getting a new mattress, but we still have the same old mattress. So we should probably figure that out. I'm going to regret that as I get older for sure. What are some of the things, so like the light therapy, what are other things, does anybody else have anything else kind of in their bedroom that, like I know a lot of people say their bed has to be made right before they get into bed to go to sleep. Is there anything else kind of that you guys have that within your sleep space that is kind of a routine to help you get a good night's rest? I would love to hear that.
The Klassen says white noise, a fan, and a cooler.
A cooler?
Probably like an AC.
Oh,
Air conditioner.
I was like for drinks? That makes more sense. That doesn't. Mine is like it has to be dark. It has to be dark. Even my son he likes to sleep with a closet in his, the light in his closet in his bedroom on, and at night we shut it off, like after he's fallen asleep. But if in the middle of the night he wakes up and is scared or something, we turn that on, and I always have a lot harder time falling asleep. So I need it to be dark in my bedroom. Jessie says she has to use the Sleepy Sounds app for white noise. White noise, another one for white noise. So a lot of my children slept with that, and as they get older, we turn it off and they don't sleep with it anymore. But from that time that they sleep with it to when we turn it off, it is always harder for me to fall asleep because I kind of have to get used to the silence without that noise. So that is interesting. I wonder if a lot of adults have to have that because their children had it and now they can't sleep without it. I wonder if that's the case. Yeah, Amanda says it has to be very dark for her too. Oh my goodness, Lee says, this is funny, I have to do a shout out. Lee says the foot of the sheet has to be tucked tight or it literally wakes her up. I am not even kidding you. Ashley and I just went to a customer service convention in Las Vegas. That's why I was gone last week, the end of last week. And the first thing I do when I walk into a hotel room is untuck the sheets. It is so irritating to me to have tucked in sheets. So it's funny, Lee, I'm completely opposite of that. I have to be able to tuck the blankets under my feet. So that's pretty funny. Okay, awesome. So that's number 4, assessing your sleep space. Number 5, limiting how much you're eating and drinking before bed. So I was very aware of this, and I'm very aware of this with my children. My 9-year-old really likes to snack a lot before bed. I'll go in there, and he'll have like a whole box of crackers. And I'm like, we have got to stop. This is not okay that you're doing this. But when you eat, then your body has to digest that food, and when your body's working so hard to digest that food, not only could you be cramping and just feel all yucky because you're laying down and your body's trying to digest all this food you just ate, but your body's working so hard to digest that food that it's not able to completely relax like it should. So I've known that for a long time. And then drinking, obviously, so you don't have to get up 100 times in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. But how many of you are guilty for eating and drinking? Not necessarily drinking, but eating right before bed. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to throw my husband under the bus. I love you, Ryan. He's not watching. He has the kids. But, okay, my husband, we like to snack, and we try to do pretty good, but a couple of weeks ago, I'm not even kidding you, my husband almost ate a whole entire bag right before bed. And he was like, what am I doing? This bag is almost gone. But it's true, if you get into a habit of it, it can become quite, scary, getting into the habit of eating really late at night, because it does quickly become a habit, I think. And so obviously sometimes it's no big deal, but just being aware of eating and drinking less right before bed is going to help with your sleep. Guilty. I know. That's funny. Ashley, anything on there you want to give a shout out to about eating or drinking before bed?
Yep, Carrie says guilty.
Yeah.
Learning in the Rain says, so much tea at night, ...
I think we all know what that ... means. Although again, I'm a deep sleeper. So once I'm asleep, I don't wake up. Like, it's true. I just don't. I do have a lot of sisters who have to go to the bathroom like a million times in the night, especially when they're pregnant. So as long as I don't wake up in the middle of the night, I'm fine. If I wake up in the middle of the night, then I have to, or else I can't fall back asleep. But it's pretty funny. Jesse says a bowl of cereal for my husband. My dad, it used to be a bowl of ice cream for him, like every single night. So it's true, you get into these habits. And sometimes it's not always bad, but just being aware that if you're eating a lot and stuff, then you might have to go to the bathroom a lot, and your body's up digesting, and you know, you might be cramping and feel all yucky because your body's trying to digest this food while you're sleeping. So just be aware of it, that's all. Obviously, I'm not like sleep doctor. Okay. Oh no, Linda says I get into bed and then get hungry. That's never a good thing. Never a good thing. Okay, so just kind of to sum up, all of this information can be found on our blog. The blog post is called Essential Oils for Better Sleep. And that is, the URL is planttherapy.com/blog. And if you just type sleep into the search bar, it will pull up this blog post too. But again, it's Essential Oils for Better Sleep. And it gives 5 suggestions to help you with a better sleep. The first one is aromatherapy. So we're incorporating essential oils to kind of push you over that edge, relax your mind, help with anxiety or anything that might be causing you to not be able to fall asleep, or when you wake up in the night to be able to go back to sleep. Essential oils can really help with that. And then 2 is daily exercise. 3 is limiting your screen time before bed. 4 is assessing your sleep space. Like, is it too hot or cold? Do you need a sound machine? That's what we call it at our house. Do you need all the lights off? Just being aware of your surroundings and what makes it harder for you to sleep, and try to not, have that happen every single night. And then 5, eating and drinking less before sleep. So hopefully this kind of gives you guys some ideas on things that you can try. And there's a lot more information in the blog post. So I just kind of, skimmed over the 5 points. So go read that again, planttherapy.com/blog. Okay. So giveaway time, right? We have a giveaway. I am going to be giving away my 2 favorite oils that help me sleep. So again, Relax and Vetiver are my go-to oils. I need help with mental relaxation at night. It's because my mind is running a million miles an hour that I have a hard time falling asleep when I do have a hard time falling asleep. And Relax and Vetiver are hands down my go-to oils. So we are going to be choosing 2 winners for the giveaway. And how you enter the giveaway is, I want you to leave in the comments. Yes, because was it the oil or was it just any sleep routine? Danny's gonna look it up. I forgot. I think it was just any sleep routine. Hold on, guys. I could have just made it up too, right? None of you would have known. Oh, Michelle or Aaron. Michael, I don't know. Michelle, is that Michael? I don't know. Michael. Is that Michael or Michelle?
I would say Michael.
Okay, Michael and Aaron says, I want Relax so bad. Guys, it really is my favorite. I know Vetiver sometimes a love or hate oil, and some people say when they first get it, they hate the smell, but as they start to use it, they really fall in love with it. I really love Vetiver. Okay, Danny?
All right, tell us your tips and tricks
to
a better sleep.
Okay, so leave in the comments to enter the giveaway to win 10 ml of Relax and Vetiver. You'll get both of these, and we'll choose 2 winners. Leave in the comments some of your tips and tricks that you use to get a better night's sleep. So that way other people can look at comments and use some of the ideas that are posted in the comments. So you will have until midnight tonight to leave your comment, and then Jesse tomorrow will be choosing 2 winners, and we'll announce those winners on social media. So we'll choose 2 winners. Again, to enter the giveaway, leave in the comments some of your tips and tricks on how you get a better night's rest. And that will enter you into the giveaway. And you have until midnight tonight to leave your comments, to leave your tips and tricks in the comments. Relax is my son's favorite with mandarin. Yeah, so that's, Christina, that's great, because a lot of people, they find one that works really well. Maybe they don't love the smell, or maybe they have an oil that, like mandarin, that they also know really well, works really well, and so they'll mix it. So that's a great idea, a great idea. Okay, guys, so these are the oils that you're going to be winning if you win the giveaway, and we're going to be choosing 2 winners tomorrow. You have until midnight tonight to enter into the giveaway by leaving your comment. Okay, last thing, last but not least, Friday. It's our Fun Friday video. It's at 9:30, live video, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time, and we are going to be doing some oil games. So we have a fun game plan where you're going to learn about some oils and where they come from, and then we're going to have fun games that we're going to be playing. So it's going to be educational. It's going to be fun. Don't forget to join me and a bunch of other people on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. And hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day, a good night's sleep tonight, and I'll see you Friday. Bye, everyone.